In this application, we've got the Acuity AP820-240 laser sensor, and we have it mounted above here. And this is this laser sensor has a pretty good. It has a 240 millimeter depth of field, or about 9.5 inches deep, and this will provide us with an X laser line. And here you may have a hard time seeing that laser line. So if we block the camera, you can see how the gain increases, so you can see where that line is. And that laser line at the near end is going to be approximately about 4.7 inches, and on the far end it's about 6.3 inches long. And here in the AP820 we're using a CCD camera, so we're not going to have any trouble with any colors or reflectivities. It's a very robust laser sensor to be able to measure different colors. And here you can see on the screen I've got this sample clamped down, and this other sample's on a hinge. And as you can see, as I'm moving it up and down, we're getting a real-time display. And so what I've done, if you can see on the screen on the far left, we have a faint red box. So I've defined that area as this plane, and then next to it you can see another box that's quite a bit bigger, and we're going to use that to calculate the angle. And now on the far side of the screen, you should be able to see right here where I've used that selection. And here I've also set a target value of 0. So within this screen, when it's 0, it would be perfectly flat across there. And I've just plugged in a tolerance of plus or minus 3 degrees. And here, as you can see, we've got a little something we're calling our result screen. So this is measuring the angle. Right now this box is gray because it's, as you can see, we only have the one line up here. And as we zoom this up a little bit, make that a little bit smaller. So that gray box means that there isn't anything in the range. And as we start to move it, as you can see, once we get inside the box, we're starting to measure that degree, the angle of 64, and as I manually move it up, you can see once we get within that -2 degree, or less than -3, and here we're going higher, and once we get over that 3 degrees. So quick way to see when we're in range or out of range. And here you can see we're getting just manually here, I'm able to get it to well within 1 degree fairly quickly, fairly easy. And so as you can see, the sensor is very sensitive, able to make that measurement in 1/10 of degrees very, very repeatably over and over again. And as you can see, we aren't getting any artifacts. We're actually getting a gap between the two parts. So if we wanted to, we could actually create a feature measurement to measure that gap between the two plates also. So just a very quick demonstration of the AP820-240, which has a 240 millimeter depth of field and 120 millimeter laser line at the very smallest. And we should have a resolution somewhere in the 4,000ths range, and it'll be linear to better than plus or minus 5,000ths. And of course, as you can see with this, we're actually getting better results because we're averaging all these pixels over this area. So that's going to help with our performance.